But this lens, yeah. Got a parcel coming today. You know on Amazon when it tells you tracking your delivery can be here between whatever and like 9 PM, and obviously that's fine, it can arrive whenever, it's just how deliveries work. But you know in the back of your head, like, this isn't acceptable, it needs to be here now, it should be here, like, why is it not here? Yeah, so instead of talking about kit, so ordered this bit of kit, gonna turn up now, hopefully soon, go answer the door, pick up the parcel, obviously keeping the distance from the person delivering it, social distancing, all that, drop it down, pick it up, brand new kit, right here, it's a lens, I'll let you know that bit, and it's one that I've wanted for a while, always gone back and forwards being like, it's really good, I really like it, it's really nice, but never been justifiable, or wanted it being justifiable, or the main piece of kit I needed, stuff like that. But now is a good time to do it. On Amazon, it was on one of their, it had a bit of an offer on it, not an offer, you know when the price drops a bit, price drops to a reasonable number for what it is, and I was like, yeah, no, not going to question it anymore, not going to debate about it. If you've been sitting there thinking about something for a long time and going, should I, you've already given yourself the answer. The fact that you keep thinking about this thing means you need it, and yes, well I don't need it, I want it, I'm going to get it, and this was the time to do it. So, here we go. So why did we pick this lens? As part of the ongoing sort of beach projects and all that. Something that I've noticed my work doesn't have a lot of is portraits. I thought I'd get a nice portrait lens, and I've got, I mean, the 50mm, the Canon, done me well for years, and I still use it quite regularly when I'm out shooting things. It's not particularly the sharpest lens in the box. It's more of a perspex glass crossover sort of set of elements. It's old. I took it to Greece. I've taken it to Broadstairs. Took it to pretty much wherever I've gone. So it's had a lot of wear out of it. The autofocus switch doesn't work. There's definitely sand or something in the focus ring, you can hear it gritting sometimes. And it's not dying, it's not dead, but it's had its go. The 24mm that's on here, which is closer to the 50, what a 50mm perspective looks like properly, because I'm on a crop sensor with my 7D. It's nice for portraits again, it's not the sharpest lens in the world. It's good enough for this, you can see me, I'm in hopefully relative enough focus, but it's not an amazing lens, it doesn't do much. Nice for street photography when I'm out shooting people and things. It's pancake, it's small, it's not invasive, but it gives me a nice wide range of view. But again, it's not particularly sharp, it's not particularly that shallow. I mean, I think it's f2.8 at its lowest, which I think this is it at the moment. And I don't particularly need shallow depth for doing this. I mean, it would be nicer to have a bit more of a distance between me and the background and a bit of a separation, but it does well enough for what we're doing. But this lens, I've seen plenty of reviews about it. When I worked in Jessop's, it was one of my, when someone came in and said they've got a Canon or a Nikon and they were looking to do portraits, they wanted something that was quite sharp and really good. It was one of my sort of go-to, these are what I would do. You know, these are my sections of lens because they're just that nice. They're just really good portraits. It's not the sharpest one in the world. It's not the sharpest lens ever. Oh well, I've already shown you what the lens is by now, so we'll talk about it. The Canon equivalent is a lot sharper, I think. It's a lot higher quality, but the Canon equivalent for this lens is just phenomenal. Like, it costs a lot. Whether that jump in quality and cost is balanced is up to you to make. I don't think so personally. They're both good lenses, and if you're working at high end, like proper high end stuff, then you want the best out of what you get. And Canon glass, from what I've seen and used, is some of the best. But for price to output, the Sigma 35 was definitely the way to go. Sigma 50 is nice as well, but the Sigma 35 for portraits and modelling, it's wide enough to do like whole body shots nicely and distance, but also enough to get like right in up close to the person, get a nice headshot, the detail in it. So we're in lockdown. Portrait modelling and all that isn't going to be a thing at the moment, or not really much of one. So when it has arrived, because I'm filming this in 2 segments, before having it and after having it, because it's meant to arrive today, I don't know when it's turning up, and I want to get this part of the video done instead of later. Yeah, so when it arrives, we'll go do some dog portraits, do some pet photos, and go through some of the aspects that it really works well with, you know, do that fine depth of field, that sharp focus, all that. I've seen pictures about it back focusing a lot. Not too much of a worry for me, because I like to manually get it so close to where I want it to be and then try to get the eyes in that in focus and then shot. The dual pixel AF that comes with most Canon cameras now, as well as the 70's very good focusing system. I'm not going to get the complete sharpness and detail and image quality out of it that it could have, because I'm using a crop sensor body. I believe, being that it's one of the art series lenses, it's designed for slightly towards full frame bodies. It's not much of a difference, but if you're going to pixel peep and really dig into the images and things, you will see a difference between the two in terms of how much light and detail both sensors take in. But we don't care, because the most important thing about taking photos is the act of taking photos. The rest of it can be learned, developed, enjoyed in different ways. You know, there are plenty of amazing photographers out there whose photos are slightly softer than others, but are just as good, because the content, framing, meaning, purpose is a lot stronger than a technically perfect photograph. So it's all down to that as well. But anyway, 35mm lens. So here it is, the Sigma 35mm lens, art lens, f1.4. When I got this, it arrived yesterday at about 9 o'clock at night. I didn't really get a chance to test it, and that's why I'm wearing something different from the earlier clips. So from what I've shot so far, I think I like it, I really do. It's a nice frame, especially even with the crop sensor factor making it more 75 than the 35 that it is. But really nice frame in the image. It's really nice bokeh when you stop down. It does struggle a little bit in terms of autofocus. As I said, what I like to do is, unless the subject's moving, I like to manually focus roughly where they are. The Canon 70's AI servo is pretty good, so I'd say if I did like 5 photos in one go, if I took 5 photos, 3-4 of them would be consistently in focus and one of them would drop a little bit, or start off dropped and get back to where I wanted it. It's a little heavy, but not ridiculous. It's a nice weight to it. The finish on, obviously before you get your grubby mitts on it, the finish and feel of the lens is really nice, and that's sort of consistent with Sigma's range. Not many moving parts because it's a fixed focal length. Really nice lens, I like it. This isn't really, in terms of the shots you're going to see, isn't really what I would do with this lens personally. It's nice to go photograph the dogs while they're out running in the park, but I don't think that's what I'll be using this for in the future. Once lockdown's finished, I've sort of penciled in a few ideas with people to go and do some portrait shots and things, so we'll video that. We'll come back and review it again, but this is just a quick sort of once over